Hey guys, LongHaul Larry, and we're in the ADL shop, and we got the black truck. Used to be Black Stallion. I've been kind of joking around calling it the Black Pony, and I don't know what to call it. Well, you guys have heard this stuff, and we've had the videos and everything else. I am getting out of Big Blue. The main reason why I got out of Big Blue is because whenever I go home and maybe take a week off, or if I'm out here in the shop, working out here in the shop. I mean, he was saying that I wasn't going to be working in the shop much, but then that's kind of changed, and I kind of seem to be here. I'm trying to finish up some projects that we've had planned and stuff. But I haven't been driving as much. And the thing is that Big Blue has a payment on it. And so do the trailers have payments on it. So when I'm parked and not driving, it's costing him money for me to sit and stuff. This truck here does not have a payment on it. This is an older truck. It's been paid off. It's all there. You guys saw all the videos where I went through the motor and redid the motor and everything. The motor is running strong. It is running really strong. We've had the boss man's dad has been driving the truck. He loves this truck. It's got a lot of power, guys. I did have an issue with it afterwards, and there was a lot of messing around with it and to figure it all out and stuff. It was dying, and it was throwing codes of low compression on number 6. And we messed around changing injectors and doing all kinds of things. What it turned out to end up being, the end of it, is there is a wire harness that is up inside the cam housing, and one of those wires inside that wire harness must have been broke. Ended up changing out the wire harness, fixed the problem. So it's been running ever since. The truck is not perfect by any means. Has some little faults, has some things that need to be kind of maintained and looked after and fixed up and stuff. But this truck is a nice truck. And me and the boss had talked back and forth, and we had decided that I would jump into this truck. Because this truck does not have any payments on it or nothing. It's all paid off. And pretty much I'm going to have free will to do with the truck what I want to do. I can fix it up. I can do whatever I want with it. So that's what is going on, is I'm moving into this truck. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it should have a new name? I can tell you what, it's very powerful. Somebody came up with something they said in a video. I think it was when I was doing the engine, and it was the Stallion, it was the Pony and stuff. Somebody came up and said it should be Onyx or something. I don't know. That's kind of cool. But what do you guys think? Think we should rename the truck? This is going to be my new truck. And here's the thing, guys. This is a 2013, I think it's a 13. Let me look. Let's see here. Yes. It was manufactured in 5 of 13. So this is a 2013 truck, and it's an older truck, but it's actually really nice. This truck has a ton of power, It has had a big problem in the past with like when Eric drove it and other drivers have drove it with the smoking. It used to smoke a lot. He had it in many shops. I ended up fixing it, and I figured out the problem and got rid of the smoking. Then we had the issue with the motor, and I went through and rebuilt the whole motor. And it's been kind of passed around a little bit. People have driven it here or there and stuff like that. And mostly the boss man's dad has been driving it while we've been doing stuff to his truck. And he loves this truck. He was here last night, and he was just pointing at it, and he was like, that's a good truck. A lot of power. And I said, yep. But I've gone through the truck and kind of did like a PM on it and just went through it. and tried to fix anything that was noticeable that needed attention. It has all brand new shocks all the way through. I have fixed all the rattles and stuff like that on the outside of the truck. This here fairing was actually broken loose. I don't know who did this or what, but at some point in time somebody must have bumped it or something, and it cracked it away from this mount. And I've actually fixed this all back up and everything, and this thing is just rock solid now. I've actually, we had a fuel tank strap break when his dad was driving it. I had to put straps around that. And then we got the fuel tank straps in. I put new ones over there. And what I did is these fairings here were actually very wobbly and very loose. And people, with the older trucks like his dad and stuff, the thing that they've done is they've put like bungee cords down to them to help hold them in so they don't shake when you're driving on the road. That's not the way to fix them. There's actually a deal that mounts on the tank strap right there. It's this piece that mounts on there, and this sits on there, and it makes it so it doesn't have vibration. Not that expensive a part, but I ended up, I fixed that side. I got that side all good. That thing is rock solid. And this side was really bad. It wobbled really, really bad. This thing, I mean, it was terrible. And I got this side all nice, and then I went over the other side to do that one part, and I noticed the tank strap over there was about ready to break. It was actually half broken. So we ended up replacing both tank straps on there. Got that side all set up. I got these really cool LED backup lights that we've been installing in all the trucks in the fleet. These were actually the lights that I installed on my UTV when I bought my UTV. And the boss saw that video, and he asked me, he's like, "What do you think about those lights? Do you think they'd work good for like backup lights on the trucks?" And I says, "Yeah, they're very bright." So we have been wiring them up on all the trucks, wiring them into the switches and everything. And been trying to do a real nice job with, with the lining all the wires and everything, with the cable, protectors, and running the wires all up in there and making everything nice and hidden and stuff. And we have put new cab shocks on here, new airbags on the cab, new shocks all the way around. Tires, we got a good set of tires in the back. These were off a different truck. The bossman dad had gotten these at a truck stop. They didn't match his tread up at all. And I took them off of his truck, put them on here. The tires that were on this truck were pretty bad. They were kind of like that. They were kind of cupped and stuff. And then we picked up two more brand new ones to match up. So I got one gut axle. And then we have a bunch of these tires around. And I hate these tires. These tires have no traction, this tread style. And they always cup really bad. But we have a bunch of these around, so I'm actually going to run them on the front axle because this is the axle that wears the tires the most. So I'm going to run these on here. I'm thinking I'll probably get 6 months or so out of these tires, run them out, get the use out of them, get the money out of them. And then once those go bad, I'll move those up and then put a brand new set in the back axle. I'm going to change all the air lines and everything over to some nicer hoses and stuff, get rid of all that mangled mess. And we are ordering, we've been searching around, and the boss, he has found an APU. And the guy's, it's off a wreck truck, and he's made an offer on it. I guess it's all good to go. And I guess he's pulling it off, and he's going to put it on a pallet, and it'll be brought here. And I'm actually going to be installing the APU in here, and putting a condenser up there and all that stuff. Putting all the stuff under the bunk. The outside is really good. It's really nice shape. It's got this one paint spot right here. It sucks, but it is what it is. Otherwise than that, it's really good. But the engine is running really strong. I've gotten, there's been a few leaks here and there, from the engine rebuild, but I've been working on those and everything else, and I've gotten those. I had a coolant leak too. I replaced some hoses. Just been going through it. But this truck has no AC. The compressor doesn't work. And once I rebuilt it, I could not get it to work again. And actually in the codes of the truck, it says that the condenser is thrown a code. So we actually had a brand new condenser sitting around here from the boss man's dad truck. And it was some AC last summer, and turned out it wasn't his compressor, and we just kind of kept it. It's the same one. So I have a brand new compressor and a dryer. I'm going to be installing those tonight. Get some AC in here. Main reason why is because the temperatures are getting up 60s, maybe almost 70 now, and in a black truck, 60 degrees and sunny, inside the truck with no AC, and you're parked, it'll be 90 degrees. So I got to get the AC working in here. I keep telling him that my APU button is not working, and he just laughs. But we got to get new quarter fenders. He's working on that. There's a junkyard that he knows of, and he has found some there. They're going to pull them off a truck for him. These are broken, and he's going to get those and put new quarter fenders on there when we get a shot, get a chance and everything. But otherwise, the truck is running great. I get no codes, no nothing. It has been running really good. These Freightliners, anybody who drives a Freightliner, they know this problem. These stupid magnets right here. It is the stupidest design ever. They put these things on here. You flip it up, that's supposed to keep it up there and stuff. And it kind of holds it a little bit. But as soon as you hit bumps, you're driving on the road, bonk. And then when you step out, you step onto this. And actually, I cranked my back. With JB Hunt, when I was working for them, that's how I hurt my back. I stopped at a place and it was pitch dark, and I got out the truck and I stepped on there and I felt this and I freaked out and I kind of slipped off of here and I fell all the way to the ground hanging on and I popped a vertebrae in my back. That's what ended my time at JB Hunt, because then I ended up having to go to the doctors and they kept messing around, and finally I was like, forget you, I'm out of here. So they just wouldn't let it go. But yeah, the truck is real nice. The interior is pretty dirty. People have not taken good care of it. So I am going to be just scrubbing and polishing and just getting it all in there. And I'll be mounting refrigerators in there and all this stuff, getting it set up for me. I've started working on this box in here, cleaning this. And I got this one all cleaned out. And I'm going to be mounting my inverter in here. This is a 3,000 watt inverter, and it goes up to 5,000 watts for instant power. That is going to be mounting in here just like that, and that'll leave me some room in here for, I'm thinking, I don't know, probably like jugs and stuff like that, oil and everything else, and I'll put some kind of divider in here. But I scrubbed this and everything else, and I pulled this out and cleaned it and everything, and it was really bad. And I went to go put it back in there, and this foam on the bottom here is just soaked with oil. The problem is I guess it was Eric. That's what the boss says, is that he had oil jugs in here and stuff, and he would just put them in there, and they would tip over and stuff, and be driving on the road, and constant when he'd pull in the shop or pull into place, you'd see oil just pouring out of here and stuff. So this thing, it's really bad. So I'm actually going to pull this mat out. I put it back in there. I didn't have time when I was messing with it. I was going to screw that in, and then I was like, that's got to go. I think what I'm actually going to do is, we got some old mud flaps around here. I'm actually going to put mud flaps in here and put like a rubber mud flap down in there, and then maybe pop rivet to the floor and stuff. And I might put the groove side up so that it helps things with sliding around. But that's the first cabinet I was going to working on, and I'm fighting back and forth with this. These steps are going to go. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm kind of working on it. But I'm going to they sell them and stuff. I've been looking at them online. They're toolboxes. And the steps are built into the toolboxes. But the only ones that I can find with the steps are just an open top, and it's just an open thing. And you can stack stuff all on top. But then the thing is everything's stacked on top of each other. If you want something, you got to pull it all out of there. Right? I would love to have one with drawers that slide out, that I can have all sockets and wrenches and everything and drawers and stuff, and then still have another little compartment in where I could, store bulk stuff. I might make one myself. I might get some aluminum and get the TIG welder out and make myself an aluminum box with steps built into it that has drawers that will be pulling in and out. I'm not really sure on that one. I'm looking into it. I'm thinking what I'm going to do. But I'm going to need extra storage, because if I put the APU on there, I got to have the deal that goes under the bunk, And that's basically going to take that whole side box on the other side. It's going to take that whole, it's going to fill that all the way up. I will lose that completely. So then I will only have this side box, and you know, you put the inverter in there and stuff, you know, jugs of coolant, oil and stuff like that. You're out of room. So, but the inside it's pretty good shape, but it needs to be cleaned badly. It's really bad. And nobody's really cleaned it, everything else. And when you drive down the road, there's a lot of little plastic stuff and everything that squeaks and makes noises, but, you know, I'll fix it up over time. You know, a lot of drivers, you know, I won't say any names, but some drivers say, oh, that's a downgrade and stuff. I don't really care. Yes, Big Blue is a nicer truck. But I don't really care. As long as the truck is making me money, I don't really care. I don't care what it is. And Freightlinders are fine. You know, it doesn't really matter to me on makes and models and everything. So that's what's going on. That's what's all happening. Everybody's been wondering what's going on with Big Blue. You know, what am I going into next and everything. I'm going to be driving this here truck here. This is going to be my new truck. And the boss is basically giving me free reign to do what I want with it. And so we're going to be fixing it up, making a nice truck. I wish that we would have done a complete rebuild with it, put everything new into it, new head, all new, you know, everything new. You know, when he came up with this idea, it was after the rebuild was done, and I was just like, why didn't you say this earlier? I would have done everything new. But it is what it is. I think the motor is going to last for quite a while. I've actually ordered a compression tool to manually check the compression. You can do it through the computer system, but there's a module up in the dash that doesn't read right, and we can't get it through in the computer. So I actually ordered a tool to manually do it where you pull the injectors, you can check the compression, and I've checked the compression, and the compression is great on these, and it's pretty much equal all the way across. So not too worried about it. Thing is, we'll run it for a while and stuff, keep an eye on everything, and I'm going to tell you right now, if it starts, you know, having issues or anything like that, I'll tear it back down and rebuild it. I would actually rather have it done that way than have a newer truck, to tell you the truth. It's just my personal opinion. So, I know I'm a little crazy. So, right now what I'm going to be doing is hooking up. I'm going to evacuate the system here, get all the R134 out of it, and put it into our little machine over here. And then pull this compressor out, put the new compressor in, put the newer dryer in, all the new gaskets, hook her up, vacuum it, recharge it, and that should make her good to go, and we should have some AC in this truck because it needs it desperately. So I'm going to go working on that, but this is what's happening, guys. So what do you guys think? Should we come up with a name for it? If you got a good name, put it down in the thing. We'll talk about it. See ya. There we go. We got the AC working. Just shut off. Just coming on. There she goes back on. I have it just set up for the quality of it. Got a brand new dryer put in there. All set up. Brand new compressor, brand new dryer, all recharged. Vacuum. All good. Well, there we go, guys. We got our AC all working. Got a really nice cool breeze coming through there. Yeah, this truck is a pigsty. It's gonna need to be just cleaned and cleaned. I do have an ABS light on. It came on last night. I had two airlines break on a trailer, locked the brakes up, and I barely made it over to the shoulder. The boss had to actually bring me out some tools. I had to cage out the brake just to finish the delivery that night, and then I repaired the lines the next morning and everything. Ever since then I got this ABS. It's probably just a code on there because it blew out like that. I'll just have to hook the computer up to it and actually clear the code, and it'll probably go away. I'm actually going to be carrying along a computer with me now with all the hookups for all the different trucks, the Volvos, the Freightliners, the Kenworths. I'm going to be carrying along with me out on the road. The boss has set me up with all the deals and everything. He's getting me a whole tablet and then ordering all the hookups and stuff, so I'll be able to work on guys' trucks out on the road too. I'll be able to hook up and read codes and fix trucks, fix guys, problems with their computers and stuff out there on the road. So that's cool. But I'll just hook up, clear this. I know that's what it is. It locked the brake up and it tripped the ABS. So I'll take care of that. But this truck needs to be scrubbed. So I'm going to be pulling this truck out. It's coming out of there. That's good. So everything is working good. So I'll be pulling this truck out and get ready to go pick up a load tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff in this truck, fixing it all up and everything. This is my old phone mount. I'm going to change it around. I'm actually going to mount it someplace. I don't know where yet. I'm thinking right here. I think I'm doing something right here or something. It's a self-charging mount thing. You put the phone in there and it automatically closes onto it and it charges your phone while it sits in there. So I'm thinking I'm going to mount it permanently on there or something. We'll see. But just working on stuff. But I'll get this truck all fixed up, guys. So there we go. I'm in the black truck. If you guys want to come up with some names for it, maybe we'll pick a name. Maybe the winner of the name I can give out a t-shirt or something. We'll do some pictures and something like that. We'll figure something out. So I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get on to the next project. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as you watch this here video. And if they're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.